Welcome to Unstoppable Female Entrepreneurs, where business expert and success coach Kelsey Matheson teaches you how to massively grow your business, navigate the mind drama that's holding you back, make more money, and acquire the skills and confidence to become unstoppable.
You are listening to Unstoppable Female Entrepreneurs, and this is episode number 13. Hello, my friends. I am feeling so good. I had an amazing holiday. It was quiet. It was relaxing, super low key this year. It was just me, my husband, our daughter, and the dog, and our guinea pigs. We now have 2 guinea pigs. We had one, and then Santa brought us another one. So we named him Buddy after one of our favorite Christmas movies, Elf. So now we have Croissant and Buddy, our 2 guinea pigs, and our dog Booker, who is turning 2 this month. And we played some games and we created some vision boards and we ate lots of great food and watched a ton of movies and listened to some great music. I mean, we always have music playing in this household. We set some goals for the next year. We did some great meditations as a family. It was really a lovely time. And we're also in the middle of looking for a new place to live. And, that can be stressful, but we knew this was coming up because we are currently subletting our friend's place here in Brooklyn. They left their place for a year, and it was around the time that we had to move out of our old place. So it just worked out to move into their place temporarily. And so there are a lot of changes going on right now, just out of the gates of this new year, but I'm excited. I'm excited for it all. I'm excited about the new year ahead and the shifts that I'm making in my business and with my health. And a lot of the goals that I have set for myself for 2022, I feel like I am stepping up this year in a way that I never have before. I have so much clarity for 2022. It's amazing. So much so that I was super clear on what I wanted to talk to you about today. And that is, what does it mean to be an unstoppable entrepreneur? I mean, really, that's the name of this podcast, right? So what does that look like? So for fun, I looked up the definition of what does it mean to be unstoppable. And the first thing that came up in Google was that it means you never give up, that you are relentless in the pursuit of your goals, that you approach and look at challenges through a lens of positivity and action. Yes, my friends, just saying that out loud makes me feel that unstoppable energy. Do you feel that? So who do you think of when you think about unstoppable women? Maybe for you, it's Oprah or Jennifer Lopez or Michelle Obama, right? And for me, I also think of Brooke Castillo, who's one of my mentors. And I find it so interesting that as a society, little girls are told that they can be whatever they want and do whatever they want. But then society also tells us to be, quote unquote, good. Be a good girl. Be nice. Be polite. Don't be disruptful. Don't be too big. Don't be too loud. Don't be too much. And I think that can be conflicting because if you're being told on one hand that you can be and do whatever you want, but as long as it fits into these parameters, I mean, that can be confusing, right? We're being told to be relentless in the pursuit of our dreams, but only if we're nice and polite and look and act a certain way, only then can we be and do what we want. I mean, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Do you see how this is crazy making? Now, I'm not saying that being unstoppable means that we're rude, mean, or disrespectful, but when we're authentically being our unstoppable selves, to others, it might not look like what they see as acceptable or safe or even appropriate. I was working with a client the other day who is leaving their job and pursuing their career as a yoga instructor and a life coach. They are leaving a very comfortable 6-figure salary to pursue their dreams. And their family thinks they've gone crazy. They think that this person is being totally irresponsible, even though they're in a job that they feel is killing them. They have no passion for it. They're miserable day in and day out going to this job. Now, let me be clear. Why do you think that they're miserable? Why is misery the emotion that they're experiencing? I'm going to tell you, it's not the job. It's because of the thoughts my client is having. And if you haven't listened to episode number 9 yet of this podcast, when you're done listening to this episode, please check out episode number 9. It's called Breaking Down the Model. The thoughts my client is thinking is creating the feelings of misery. So my job as their coach is to clean up their thinking so they can make a decision on whether they will stay in that job or not. It's not my job to tell them to quit or to stay. That's totally up to them. But it is my job to help them clean up their thinking so that they can make a decision to move forward that feels in alignment and authentic. And so that their decision is also not based on what other people think of them. And that trait of being able to pursue your dreams and go after your goals and cultivate the energy to keep moving forward and not give up requires huge belief in yourself. You have to have the courage to generate enough self-confidence to believe in yourself, to believe in what you offer the world, to believe that failure is just another stepping stone to success. That, my friends, is the hardest work we do as wellness entrepreneurs. That is why I have coaches who help me to keep me on track when my mind drama is going crazy. And that is why it's the foundation of the work that I do with my clients. You have to believe in yourself to be an unstoppable entrepreneur. To be unstoppable, you also need to take massive action. I run a mastermind called The Business of Yoga, and we're actually planning on changing the name because it's not just for people in the yoga industry. It's for anyone in the health and wellness industry. If you're a wellness entrepreneur, then I'm telling you, you need to sign up to this mastermind. We meet every Wednesday for live trainings and coaching by me. We support each other, offer advice. We help each other grow our businesses. And it's an amazing community to be a part of where you feel like everyone just gets it. So I'm just going to say, if you're a wellness entrepreneur and you're not a member, you need to sign up. I'm telling you, the value of this mastermind is incredible. And one of my members works with people to incorporate more of a plant-based diet into their life with the intention of losing weight. That's her niche. And she had a cooking class that she was promoting. And I'm going to be honest, I was stalking her a little bit because I knew that she had this class coming up. And she had made a plan of how much she was going to post on social media. She had a plan about the emails that she was going to be sending out to promote this class. And she had a plan on people she was going to contact personally that she thought that this class would be a good fit for. So I'm looking at her Facebook feed and I only see one post about the class. And I think there were, maybe 3 or 4 days before she was hosting the class. And I should mention that the class had both in-person and remote options. And when I read the post that she had up there on Facebook, it was about the holiday recipe options that she was going to be providing in the class, but I didn't see anything about weight loss. And that's her niche. So I reached out to her and I sent her a private message. Yes, this is what I do, my friends. I stalk people because I'm telling you that part of my success is your success. I want my clients to succeed and I will help them however I can. So I was stalking her a little. So I reached out to her and I said, hey, I only see one post for your cooking class so far. I'd like to see another one. And I would like to see you post something about it being the holidays where maybe, people typically put on a few pounds over the holidays. But what if you could finish the holidays actually having lost a few pounds? Right? We'll show up to my cooking class and I'll show you some of the recipes that will help you come out on the other side of the holidays feeling lighter, more energized, and, healthier overall, or something like that. I was just giving her some examples to motivate her. Obviously, she would put it into her own words, but my intention was to encourage her to speak directly to her niche and to keep taking massive action. One post was not going to be enough to get people to sign up to her class. So cut to our next mastermind call after I had reached out to her. And at the beginning of the class, we typically share our wins. And it's kind of a sneaky little way for me to help train your brains to continue to go after your goals. She said that she didn't have any signups to her class, but it was a win because she realized that she was just expecting people to show up. She said, I thought people would just find me. People who needed it would just find me. And she admitted that she never sent the emails she intended on sending. She never did the personal outreach that she was planning on. She did do the second post that I encouraged her to do. And I think she did one more post after that. But she said she didn't post it about it daily, which was a part of her initial intent. And I'm so glad that she shared that as a win because she realized that her thoughts were not generating an emotion of motivation. Her thoughts were not serving her or her business or the potential clients out there who really needed what she had to offer, right? But didn't know about it. And I say this all the time to my clients, but for those of you who are old enough to remember the movie Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner, you know the saying, if you build it, they will come. Well, I say this all the time to my clients. That doesn't work for entrepreneurs. If you build it, they won't come. If you don't put yourself out there, they won't come. If you don't tell people what you do, who you serve, and how you help them, they won't come. If you don't take massive action, they won't come. And my client had a lot of success with putting out classes and people were showing up. So she felt like, oh, I'll put out another class and people will find me. But they didn't. And if you haven't seen Field of Dreams, basically it's about a farmer who hears this voice, and the voice is telling him to build a baseball field in the middle of his cornfield, which, takes away a big chunk of his crop. So for a farmer, that's a big deal and, a little crazy. But he keeps hearing this voice, if you build it, they will come. So he builds it. And then if you're interested in finding out what happens, then you can watch the movie. But I always tell my clients that does not work for entrepreneurs. You need to choose a niche. You need to understand that niche inside and out. You need to take massive action to provide them with a solution to a problem that they are experiencing. Now, passive action is where you consume. You consume podcasts, you consume courses, and you read books, and you sign up to all the freebies that your favorite people are offering. And there's nothing wrong with that. Look, I do it all the time. But unless you take massive action, you won't grow your business. You can consume all of that all day long, but you will not move the needle on your business if you don't take massive action. Taking massive action is what will make you unstoppable. That's where you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. That's where you're putting yourself out there and telling people what you do and who you serve and how you help them. It's all the posting and the newsletters and the videos and meeting as many people as you can and making offers to help people. That's taking massive action. And another trait that will make you unstoppable as you build your business is that you take responsibility. You own your failures and you celebrate them. And you also own your accomplishments. Isn't it interesting that when someone says we need to take responsibility, that our brain automatically associates that with something that's gone wrong or something that's negative or a mistake? You can also take responsibility for everything that's gone right. Celebrate your accomplishments and celebrate your failures. Take responsibility for both. Acknowledge them both. Learn from both of them. There's so much wisdom to be gained from both our accomplishments and our failures. So take responsibility, my friend. Own it. Learn from it and continue to move forward. Something else I see in people who I would consider unstoppable is that they surround themselves with like-minded people. They invest in a community of people who are also high achievers, people with a positive mindset and who do the work. They want to be around people who inspire them and motivate them. This is why I would love for you to join my mastermind group of other wellness entrepreneurs. It's so important for us to surround ourselves with others who are on the same journey, who experience the same challenges and obstacles, who can help us when we need it, and who speak the same language that we do. As entrepreneurs, we have our own way of thinking and talking that others they don't get it. And I would say the most growth that I've experienced as an entrepreneur was by being a part of mastermind groups. And there's one that I'll be applying for this summer. I'm super excited about it because it's been a while since I've been a member of someone else's mastermind group. I've been hosting my own for a number of years now, but I'm excited to be a member of another group. And the one that I want to join starts in August. So if you want to become unstoppable this year and beyond, it's all about believing in yourself. It's about taking massive action. It's about taking responsibility and celebrating. And it's also about surrounding yourself with others who are unstoppable. So that's what I have for you today, my friends. And real quickly, I just wanted to give a loving shout out to LB Ballantyne, who left me this amazing review. She said, Kelsey, you are inspiring, motivating, candid, kind, dedicated, understanding, successful, and empowered. And from your podcast series, I have learned that I too am all of the above. Thank you for my newly found mindset to go out and get her. Yes, this is amazing. LB Ballantyne, you are inspiring and motivating and successful and empowered and unstoppable, my friend. Thank you so, so much for that, because that is exactly why I wanted to do this podcast. This is only episode number 13. And to read that review, oh my gosh, I can't tell you. It just filled me up with so much joy. I can't tell you how much that meant to me, because you are all those things. You are all those things and so much more. And if this podcast helped you to see that within yourself, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. It makes me so happy. So thank you, LB Ballantyne. I'm so grateful for you. And I love reading your reviews, my friends. And if what I'm saying resonates with you, I'd be so grateful if you would review this podcast, share some aha moments or what your biggest takeaways have been. It really helps me to know that I'm on the right track. So thank you for listening. Thank you for all your support. Have an incredible week, and I look forward to speaking with you next time. Ciao for now. Hey, if you'd like a weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, and actionable tips to grow your business while managing all the things, then you need to get on my email list. Just head over to kelseymatheson.com to join my list. And while you're there, check out the awesome free content I give away. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please share with other female entrepreneurs who need some love and support. And of course, if you haven't already, I would be so grateful if you subscribe, rate, and review my show on your favorite podcast player. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to connecting with you next week.